Welcome to all of you, our Blackboard Education channel. Today in this session we are going to discuss about Class 10th, Chapter 3, Acid, Bases and Salt, Part 2, Olfactory Indicators. In previous session we have tested the acidity and basicity of substances by using natural indicators and synthetic indicators. So there are three types of indicators already we know, that is natural indicators, synthetic indicators and olfactory indicators. Let us recall all those things before going to the next session. Natural indicators. Naturally occurring indicators: turmeric, litmus, China rose petals, etc. There are many natural materials like litmus, extract of red cabbage, turmeric solution, extract of colored petals of some flowers containing dye molecules which are weak acids or bases. These can be used as acidic basic indicators to detect the nature of the solution for acidity or basicity. So in last session we have tested this acidity and basicity of the mineral substances by using these natural indicators. There we have observed that litmus solution, purple color; in acid, blue litmus turn into red color; in bases, red litmus turn into blue. And we have also tested by using turmeric solution. We know that the nature of the turmeric solution is yellow in color. In acid there is no change of turmeric solution color, that means it remain yellow only. In base it turn into deep red color. Beetroot juice indicator containing purple in nature. In acidic solution there is again it shows the same color, but in base it turn into yellow color. When we use red cabbage juice as a natural indicator, it gives pink or red color in acidic medium and green or yellow color in basic medium. When we use China rose solution as indicator, which is in red in color, in acidic solution it gives magenta color, and in basic solution it turn into green color. Like that we can use these natural indicators to test the acidity and basicity. Already we have tested in last session. And next we have also used it to test the acidity and basicity by using synthetic indicators. So what are synthetic indicators? Phenolphthalein, methyl orange and methyl red are some synthetic indicators. We know that orange color methyl orange shows red in acidic medium and yellow color in basic medium. About phenolphthalein, it is colorless, so there is it remains the same in acidic solution, but it gives pink color in basic solution. So we have used this methyl orange and phenolphthalein to test the acidity and basicity. When this methyl orange is added to HCl and H2SO4, it turn into red color. When it is added to the sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide, it turn into yellow, showing that sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide, both of them are basic in nature. Then we have tested those substances with phenolphthalein, and we got colorless in HCl and H2SO4. Both of them were acids, and in sodium hydroxide and calcium hydroxide it has given pink color, showing that both of them are basic in nature. Now, let us discuss about the another type of indicators. Those are called as olfactory indicators. There are some substances whose odor changes in acidic or basic media. Those are called olfactory indicators. Onions, vanilla essence and clove oil are used as olfactory indicators. Let us see what happens when we use onions as olfactory indicators. To test the acidity or basicity of substance using onion as aim in the test activity. So material required: onions, cloth strips, water, HCl and NaOH. So how to do this activity? First of all, make a small pieces of onion into small pieces and put these finely chopped onions in a plastic bag along with some clean cloth. Tie up the bag tightly and keep it overnight in the fridge. The cloth strips can now be used to test for acid or base. Keep 2 strips on a clean surface and put few drops of dilute HCl on one strip and few drops of dilute sodium hydroxide on the other. Now rinse both the strips separately with diluted water and again check the both odor. We observe that there is no change of odor in acidic medium, but onion lost its smell in basic medium, that means sodium hydroxide. Now we can also test the acidity and basicity by using another type of olfactory indicator, that is vanilla essence. For that, the material required are vanilla essence, 2 test tubes, hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide, which is base. Now, how to do this activity? Take some dilute HCl in one test tube and dilute sodium hydroxide in another test tube. Now add a few drops of dilute vanilla essence in 2 test tubes and stir well with glass rod. If you check the odor of the HCl and NaOH test tubes when we added vanilla essence, so we observe that in vanilla essence retains its smell in acidic medium, means a test tube contain dilute HCl, the vanilla essence does not change its smell in that test tube. If you smell that test tube containing sodium hydroxide, vanilla essence lost its smell. In this way, we can identify the basicity and acidity of the given substances. One more olfactory indicator, that is clove oil. We know that clove oil also contains a particular smell. Now this also can be used to identify acidity or basicity of the substances. For that we require clove oil, 2 test tubes, HCl and sodium hydroxide. Procedure: how to do this activity? So previously how we did, we have to do the same. Take some dilute HCl in one test tube and in another test tube take dilute sodium hydroxide. Now let us add a few drops of dilute clove oil in both the test tubes. After stirring with the glass rod, now check the odor in both the test tubes. We observe that clove oil retains its smell in acidic medium, that means in HCl, and it lost its smell in sodium hydroxide, which is the base. So in this way we can identify the acidity and basicity of the substances by using olfactory indicators such as onions, vanilla essence and clove oil. Let us brief up these activities. When we use onion as a indicator, in acid it retains its smell, in bases it loses its smell. Vanilla essence and clove oil, both of them retains smell in acidic medium, and they lost its smell in basic medium. I hope all of you have understood about how to test the acidity and basicity of mineral acids and mineral bases by using these three types of indicators, that is natural indicators, synthetic indicators and olfactory indicators. In next session we will discuss about the reaction of acid with metals by doing activity. Thank you. Have a nice day. Subscribe channel and click bell icon for more updates. Thank you.